Yo yo yo, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Heisenberg Gaming. My name is Heisenberg and today we have a new balance update. At 10:09 Central European Time, we had a maintenance break. The maintenance break that changed all our lives forever. Because suddenly everything changes. Let's see what Supercell changed to begin with. So, we have... Let's see. The way we approach card balance in Clash Royale is a combination of playtesting and looking at the stats. In particular, card use rates and win rates. You can expect monthly balance changes to keep gameplay fine-tuned and as fun as possible. If I recall correctly, it was 33 days ago for the last update. So in this round of balance changes, we're taking a look at the now infamous Elite Barbarians, toning down some of the highest value defensive options and more. So, Elite Barbs hit points minus 4%, damage a minus 4%, hit speed to 1.5 seconds from 1.4 seconds. I think this was the most requested change for everybody, although a lot of people were using it, so I'm very curious what we will be seeing in the next meta. So, while these three changes are relatively small on their own, the combined effect should be noticeable and make Elite Barbarians more manageable. We don't want to make them weak, just a bit less powerful. So, and then we have something horrible. Another nerf for the Zap. Zap damage minus 6%. Zap has been one of the most used cards in the game for a long time. This change will stop it from one-shotting equally leveled goblins, which includes goblin barrel goblins, and should make other spells such as arrows interesting alternatives. Okay, but yeah, Zap was a really good card and I think it was really balanced, so I'm not really happy with this change. I wasn't using Zap though, but I can imagine if you were a very hardcore Zap user, this will be very disappointing. So, alright, up next, the Electro Wizard's hit points plus 9%, spawn damage minus 6%. The big news here is that Fireball will no longer take out an equivalently leveled Electro Wizard. Spawn damage reduction is for consistency with the Zap change above. So that makes sense. So we will probably see a lot more Electro Wizards pop up in game. So I think that's a good thing because the Electro Wizard is an awesome card. So let's take a look at the change for the Mega Minion. Damage minus 4%, hit speed to 1.5 seconds from 1.4. So Mega Minion gets another nerf, so very unfortunately, but the current decks I was using, there was also no Mega Minion. So what does Supercell have to tell about the Mega Minion? Mega Minion is a highly used and very valuable defensive option in need for toning down. Pulling the power from its damage instead of hit points felt like a better approach and more fitting with his armored theme. He's still a minion, but a tanky one. So up next we have the archers, and the archers were just awesome. everybody was using archers, but apparently too many users were playing with the archers. So we get ourselves a hit point reduction of -4%. Archers are a top tier support card in the current meta. We're looking to pull a little bit of power from them, but also aiming to keep their interactions with Elite Barbarians and Mega Minion the same after the above two changes. That's awful. Love the archers. Awesome card, but nerfed. The log. I am using the log a lot. No! Damage -4%. Knockback effect reduced. Reducing the log's knockback effect won't change its uniqueness. It'll still be the only card that can knock back all troops. Our aim here is to lower how much control and displacement it brings to the arena. The slight damage reduction will keep its interaction with archers the same. Don't like this one. Okay, we have the Ice Golem. Also loving this card so much. Ice Golem hit points -5%, death damage radius and slow duration reduced. Ice Golem is a top tier defensive option and is currently it currently offers too much control and value for 2 elixir. However, we like the niche he fills as a 2 elixir tank. So we're tackling this with a hit point and control reduction. I don't like this one bit, but we have to deal with it. Okay, we have 2 more to go. We have the Ice Spirit, another awesome card. Damage -10%. Supercell, why are you doing this? Currently alone, Ice Spirit can bring an entire horde of minions to within 1 hit each from a crown tower. That's a bit too much of a positive elixir trait for our tastes. And it was just awesome, you know, spending 5, and when played well, you only needed to spend 1 elixir to bring an entire minion horde down, but it no longer exists. Alright, and then we have, last but not least, the Wizard is getting a well-deserved buff. Don't see the Wizard too much, so its range will be a little bit further away, like a half tile more range. So the Wizard's use rate is relatively low overall. A bit more range should make him a more compelling choice when stacked up against the other ranged support options. So that's it for this update. And I think it's interesting. Like, you can also check more on like the forums of Supercell and on Reddit. I was also checking Reddit just like before I started the recording, and currently there are already 1316 comments on this update. So have a look. And what's also interesting, and I think that's why we see a lot of those changes, is we have a new card coming relatively soon, and that is the Executioner, kind of like the Gimp. And I think this will be like the chip damage answer to all your prayers. So he throws his axe like a boomerang, striking all enemies on the way out and back. It's a miracle he doesn't lose an arm. So this is an epic card, so it will take a lot of time to max it out, or a lot of money, a lot of gems, whatever, lots of it. So we probably see an introduction pack bringing it up to like level 3, so you have to be lucky or do some spending to bring it at least to a tournament standard level 4, but I think the Executioner will be an awesome card. So stay tuned for the Executioner in 4 days. Alright, so now we have a lot of balance changes and I wanna take a test at these new changes and do a live match, see how I will be doing. So we're gonna try out a game with the new update and I'm gonna try this deck. I stole it from Jago B, is my clanmate, and we are both in Elite Gaming from Clash with Ash, and this is a really interesting deck. So both the Ice Golem and of course the Ice Spirit have been nerfed. Same goes for the Log. So we have 3 nerfed cards and let's see if we can still pull off a win in the current update situation. So let's do a grand challenge. Already got 1 win. See how we will be doing. So here we go. We're playing against Itchy Ha2 or something. Alright. Good luck. So we have a Lava Hound coming in hot, and I'm gonna see if so this burns everything away. Looking good. Let's see. Tower still untouched. And we're gonna defend with our friend the Dart Goblin. Yeah, you see, it's you have to double shot those pesky minions now. Okay, let's see. We can do something weird here. Hey, they're doing some interesting damage there. Alrighty, looking good. Exciting. 19 seconds. Good game. Alrighty. Good game, well played. Nice. So, it was quite interesting. Although we had some nerfs on 3 of our cards, I was still able to pull off a win, and also with an interesting deck. So take a look at it, it's really interesting. Not one you see too often, so please try it out and have some fun with it. So that win concludes this episode. Interesting stuff ahead. We just had this balance update, which will change a lot in the game, so I'm really happy with that, although I see a lot of complaints about all the nerfs. I just love the game, and I'm just seeing what will happen, and everybody has the same rules, so it's interesting what everybody will be doing with it and how they will change their deck. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Alright, I thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.